We are here in the hills of East Tennessee in the city of Gatlinburg. If you guys on the East Coast are probably familiar with that, but maybe you guys out on the West Coast with like my man Jason Bay out in California. We are in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, humongous tourist destination. And if you don't recall, I put out a video about, I don't know, a couple months ago where I said that we had sold an apartment building for about a 1,000% return altogether, because in addition to investing in stocks like VTSAX, investing in cryptocurrencies such as Shiba Inu coin, looking at Ethereum, looking at Cardano, and even getting into some Bitcoin, I invest in real estate with my wife and my dad as business partners. And so when we cashed out of that, we cashed out of the long-term rental market to try to get into the short-term rental market, aka Airbnb, VRBO, etc., for the much higher returns as far as a monthly cash flow basis. And that is what I want to show you guys today, because we have just closed on this beautiful Gatlinburg cabin. It is a legit log cabin, 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Still got some of our renovation stuff here. We've been down here for, that's my daddy's my business partner. We've been down here for the entire week renovating this place. But what I want to do is I want to give you guys a quick tour around here, because this is pretty exciting for us. And if you want, once we get on Airbnb, you can come stay in here and rent this place. So here's the deal. We've got this awesome outdoor fireplace here. Now this is something that you don't see at many Airbnbs or even in the Gatlinburg area. Very few places have a nice stone outdoor fireplace like this. Little conversation set here. Look at this view from the deck here. I mean, it is just incredible. Very private surroundings. There's only one cabin. You know, obviously you guys can see it right there. Big hot tub for you all to enjoy. And the neat part about this is that if you haven't heard about it, there was a large fire here in 2016. It burned down almost every cabin up here except for this one. For example, that one there, it was completely destroyed by fire, as well as several hundred more cabins. This one was one of the few that was saved. Now we're gonna come in here through the side door. And we got a nice little kitchen. And the thing about this place that I love is that there's wood everywhere. There's very little drywall, very little anything. We have another fireplace right here indoors. These are all wood burning. And we've done a lot of redecorating. And like I said, we've been down here for the entire week. And new appliances all over the place. Really cool stone shower in here. Let's see if I can remember where the light switches are. Very cool stone shower. Very nice stone sink here. And then if we come in here to the master bedroom, big king size bed, mountainy stuff on the walls, you know, all the stuff that you want. And again, just very little drywall. All of the entire cabin is this wood cabin look. And now when you go up to these walls here, these are full-size logs, and this goes all the way to the outside. So it is a legitimate log cabin. So I'm going to take you upstairs to the loft. Let's get some lights on. We got these awesome antler light fixtures that we just put in. We replaced some old like 1970s ceiling fans. It just looked kind of very, very dated. Of course, you have the bear pictures. You can't be in Gatlinburg without the bear pictures. And then it's probably looks a little blue out there, but you got the mountains up that way. Did a little bit of work in this bathroom with some decorating. You know, just doing that. New toilet in. It's always important if you're in the short-term rental or if you're in any rental space, make sure you have good toilets that flush well. And up here we kind of have the old school jacuzzi tub. This is something that we're not crazy about, but it would just end up costing too much to take that out. And if there is a rainy day, you could, instead of sitting out in the hot tub, you could sit up in here, have a glass of wine, champagne, whatever you want to do. And then we have a queen size bed up here that we were able to shoehorn into this little dormer here. And so that is the entirety of this cabin. And I'll get into the numbers because that is where things start getting a little crazy. This is about a 1,200 square foot cabin. And in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, We bought this for $525,000. And if you're, you know, picking yourself up off the ground right now, like I said, go check out Jason Bay's channel. He invests in real estate on the West Coast where things are incredibly high priced, in my opinion, compared to what I'm used to in the Midwest. And so those people out there will be like, oh yeah, 525 for a 1,200 square footer, not a big deal. That was a lot of money for me, and that was what I was alluding to on some of the other videos where I said we're going to be doing a really big, really awesome thing that's kind of outside of my comfort zone, and we are there right now. We just closed on it. We are getting ready to list it on Airbnb. But what we expect to do as far as rental numbers monthly, conservatively, we're looking at $4,000 to $6,000 a month in gross rents coming in. And from what I've heard from people on different forums online is that, you know, $6,000 for essentially a 2-bedroom, but a 1-bedroom with a loft that's not the limit. There's folks saying that you can get, you know, $6,500, $7,000 a month during the high season, and really the low season in Gatlinburg is it's a high low. So I think that on average we can just expect to bring in about $5,000 a month in gross income. Now the mortgage with PMI, because we were able to do this as a second home loan with 10% down, because we do intend to use this as a vacation home as well as an Airbnb rental. So we were able to put 10% down, and with all the fees and you know, just stuff associated with taking a loan, we were into this for about just under $60,000. In addition to that, we put about, I want to say about $10,000 without adding up and looking at the receipts into the renovations, as far as new appliances, a couple new water heaters, and then several trips to Lowe's and Amazon orders of just $200 and $300 that add up to a lot of money overall. So really, we're looking at about maybe $65,000, $70,000 out of pocket to get into this place. Our mortgage payment is $2,200 a month with the principal, interest, taxes, insurance, private mortgage insurance, and the homeowners association, which also gives us access to pools, and they maintain the roads and all of that, for a total of, like I said, $2,200. I figure that with our utilities, from the estimates that I've seen, with the cutting the grass in the summer months, I think that we will be out of pocket, and I did this kind of on a high end of $600 a month additionally for all of those items, for a total monthly out of pocket of about $2,800, which would leave us with a profit, so to speak, of $2,200. And obviously we will take some of that money, set it aside as for capital expenses, as far as replacing different items down the road. The nice thing is here, the roof is new, the water heaters are brand new, the HVAC is brand new, so there shouldn't be a whole lot of capital items that we're going to have to come up with in the near term, but it's always good to budget for those in advance so that you're not surprised by it. And now the expense for having the unit cleaned every single time that someone checks out is a significant expense. It's going to end up running about $125 per term. But the good thing is if any of you guys out there, which I'm sure you have used Airbnb in the past, that gets passed on to the renter as a one-time fee, in addition to the fees that Airbnb charges, taxes, and the nightly rate. So although that will be quite an expense, it will be completely offset by charging that to the tenants. So guys, I hope that you liked the tour of this place. If you are interested in staying here, check out in the description. Once we get this on Airbnb VRBO, there will be a link for this cabin in the description so you can actually come and stay somewhere that you have seen on YouTube. If you like this video, be sure to give it a big thumbs up. That really helps me out in the YouTube algorithm. If you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button down below to grow your wealth, increase your success, put you on the road to financial freedom. Check out some of my other videos on real estate about how we went from purchasing an $18,000 home that needed a lot of work in a not so great neighborhood, and since then we have grown our real estate investing and our real estate investing business up to the point where we are buying $500,000 cabins in the woods without ever having to put in another dollar of our own money. I appreciate you guys watching today, and I'll see you in the next one.